One of the biggest perks about Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is its plethora of characters. The game features over 100 characters with all distinct and unique personalities, and some are sure to affect you and leave an impression with you more than others. In today's video, guys, I will be going over my top 10 Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes characters thus far. Now, with this video, I'm just going to really go the characters of just who I like overall. Not really necessarily for story purposes, but I just like their style, I like their voice, I like some of their dialogue, and I like their battle style. So these are just my overall top 10 characters that I'm enjoying with Eiyuden Chronicle thus far. Be sure to let me know who are your top 10 down in the comment section below, and if you think that it might change by the time that you're done with this game. Alright, let's jump into Callie Q's top 10 favorite Eiyuden Chronicle characters thus far. One disclaimer, I will be leaving out Noah, Sang, and Marisa because I enjoy all three of the main protagonists and I want to keep them out of this top 10 listing because it's a given that I would like those characters, so I'm going to go ahead and leave them out. But of the three, I will say that Sang is probably my favorite. I believe honestly Sang has enough to be the main character by himself because his story is so complexing with where his loyalties may lie. So just getting this out of the way first, Sang is my favorite of the three main characters. Yes, above Noah and above Marisa. I feel like Sang really had the most character development out of all of the characters, and I wouldn't have been mad if he was actually the main character of Eiyuden Chronicle. Alright, let's jump into number one of my list in no order of my favorite Eiyuden Chronicle character. First, I want to start off with my man Melridge, aka the Zhuge Liang of Eiyuden Chronicle. My Dynasty Warriors fans should know what I'm talking about. I like this guy's battle system, I like how he uses the paintbrush, and I really loved how cool, tactical, and conniving that he was in the story. He was the perfect strategist that the Alliance army needed to fight Deuce Aldrich, and I really enjoyed this character. I even remember Melridge being one of the first concept characters being shown off for Eiyuden Chronicle. So he quickly worked his way up on my list, and I really enjoyed having him as the strategist of this game. As we all know, the Suikoden Eiyuden games always have some sort of strategist, and I think Melridge did a really great job of fulfilling the role, and there's really nothing that I didn't like about this guy. Everything about him was pretty cool to me. Now, probably my favorite character of my entire bunch is Eupheys the 7th. This man is straight up hype. I love the shark people. Shark people, she-arcs for the win. When this character was first revealed, I knew I would love him. I mean, he's super hype. And my man is like the shark version of the Hawk. Exhibit 8. My man Eupheys is always so hype, and the shark people are probably my favorite race of characters that are in Eiyuden Chronicle, and I loved going to their hometown. I love sailing on the She-Arc boat. Everything about this entire race of characters was just my favorite in this game, and Eupheys, ever since the reveal of this character, I knew I would have a soft spot for the shark man. Not to mention his hero combo with Scarlet is a throwback to the good old Jaws movie, and man, just look at it, just observe and embrace. I don't know, Eupheys is so hyped to me, and he's one of my favorite characters in Eiyuden Chronicle, and ever since I've got him, he's never left my party. Next would have to be my main man Yugo. Now, this is one of the first characters that you recruit in the game. I literally walked into his little house or wherever this place was, this tavern, and I recruited him, and he has been one of the best recruits that I've had since the beginning of the game. He's a really solid character. I like his style, I like his vibe. He reminds me of a Samurai Warriors character, and he's just a very reliable character who has been there for me in almost every single situation during my gameplay. And I just like his overall vibe. I like his relationship with some of the characters that is a part of his story, and he's just one of those solid characters. So I gotta go number 3 with Yugo, one of my favorite characters all around, just a straight up beast. Next, I'm gonna have to go Bernard. I'm actually a little bit disappointed that we didn't get to see where this character's origin was. We didn't get to see more of this character's town or his people, and I think that that was a missed opportunity. But Bernard as a character and as a battle character, I enjoyed him. I thought he was pretty reliable. He had a nice, decent set of skills for my liking, and I really liked his attack animation with his double swords, and I feel like there was so much more potential for this character that just wasn't tapped. But Anyway, I still use him in my parties quite often, and perhaps I'll do a playthrough with just him and a couple other side characters that I didn't get a chance to get to. But yeah, I like Bernard, I like his style, I like his cool, calm collectiveness, just kind of like Melridge. He was just one of those mature characters, really didn't have too much that stood out about him, but didn't really have anything that bothered me about him. And I got him on here because he's just one of those characters that I wish I could have saw a little bit more of, but I did like what I saw. Next, I'm gonna go Wayve, aka the cool big brother for Marisa. Not only is this guy a beast in combat, I actually like his design as well. One of his SP arts are pretty cool, and I love his hero combo with Marisa that he has. And this dude was an absolute beast in battle for me, and I really like his attack animation. There was a lot of things about Wayve that I liked. He never got too upset, he never got too serious, but he was also a good leader, and he was kind of what you could call the voice of reason when it came to Marisa. So Wayve was actually a character that I really enjoyed, and I can't wait to do a playthrough with him and Bernard probably on the same team, just exploring the other characters that was in Eiyuden Chronicle. You're probably guessing my style of characters now, but I really enjoyed that mature, cool, calm, and collected sort of character, and Wayve fit that bill for me to a T. He was also pretty good story-wise, again, as that voice of reason, and I really liked him in the leadership role. Next, I'm actually gonna go Lian. Yes, I know, pretty safe, right? But no, I really enjoyed her combat, and I enjoyed her character to a degree. There were certain points where I wish she wasn't always so goofy, but it was also nice having her around to kind of lighten up the tone and lighten up the nature of the story. Again, some of her dialogue is a little, it's a little passable, but still, I enjoyed having Lian. And you guys want to know something? Very rarely, if ever, did this character ever leave my party, because her hero combo with Noah and her attack and a lot of her stats for me always came through when I needed her the most. So yes, I'm gonna go with a safe choice here, and I'm actually gonna pick Lian because she was just reliable for me, and I enjoy her character as a whole. I do wish her and Noah maybe had a little bit more of a connection romantically, but that's probably just me being so used to having a heroine. But yeah, I gotta throw Lian in here. She was always reliable for me, and her big sister slash little brother relationship with Noah ended up being pretty cool after all. Next, I'm going to go with Electra. I really liked this character in the story, as I thought she was one of the stronger characters in the story. The only shame is that you get her so late and you don't really get to spend the majority of the game with this character. So it took me into the post game to really start to appreciate this character a little bit better. But I do wish that she was earlier in the game. But every time I saw her, I liked her. I really like her design, and she's pretty solid in battle, at least for me right now. It remains to be seen if the in-game Electra is something that I still want to invest into, but story-wise, design-wise, and character-wise, I enjoyed this character, and she's one of the better characters that we encountered during the story, in my opinion. Next is my girl Francesca, the split personality healer, mage, girl, whatever you want to call her. She was in my party ever since I had first got her. I personally love her split personality. I think it's funny, I think it's charming, and it makes her very unique in my opinion. I also enjoyed using her in battle. Even though there wasn't too much she could do, I at least appreciated the fact that in the early game, she always had my heals ready to go and healing on deck. So this character has a soft spot for me, and I typically don't go for these sort of characters, but the way that they did Francesca, it made me actually appreciate this character archetype a bit better. So even if she's not the most powerful of characters, Francesca will always have a soft spot in my lineup. Next was my boy Dexra. Now this guy right here was one of the mainstays in the late game area for me for his war battle cry alone. And I like the fact that he uses spear and he's of a different race. Now this guy right here, this entire, I think they're called Steerins or whatever they call. I wish we could have got to actually visit their village, because I feel like there's so many awesome stories waiting here with these people as well. But once again, late game, this guy really came through for me. He made the final couple of dungeons a breeze, and I like his personality to a degree, even though it's sort of a parody of a jock. But he was a pretty chill and cool guy overall. I really like the fact that he uses a spear, and I can't wait to learn and unlock more about what this character is potentially capable of. But all I know is that party attack buff was absolutely clutch, so he had to get a spot in my top 10. Honorable mentions to Guru for just being awesome, and Yalo to a degree. I really enjoyed all of these characters, guys. I will be doing a part 2 to this video very soon. So guys, there you have it. I hope you guys have been enjoying the Eiyuden Chronicle content. Be sure to subscribe for more content like this and let me know what videos that you guys want to see next, man. Thank y'all for the support. Love and appreciate every single one of my viewers and subscribers. Love this Eiyuden Chronicle and Suikoden community. It's one of the best communities on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Cali Q is out. I'll see y'all on the next banger. Check out some of these other JRPG content I got on my channel. Peace out, y'all.